Well, the Bikaji Foods IPO has opened for subscription today. It'll run all the way till the 7th of November. We have the management with us in the studio, but before we get to them, let's hop across to Mangalam. He's joining us to give us a quick overview of the company as well as the issue details. Mangalam.
Well, it's an offer for sale. So it's an 881 crore offer for sale. So no money is fresh which goes to the company. But importantly, they're seeking a market cap of almost 7,500 crores. Bikaji is the third largest ethnic snacks company in India. 35% of their revenues coming from bhujia, 39% from namkeen, the rest coming in from sweets, western snacks, as well as some other products. We know the strengths of the company with a strong brand, the distribution that they have, and importantly, they have capacity headroom as well. But if you just take a look at the risks, the biggest risk is competition coming in from local brands, strong domestic brands like Haldiram's, etc., and MNCs as well. The second risk is that the geographical limitation or the GI patent limitation of concentrating their factories around Bikaner itself because of Bikaneri bhujia. Aggregate value of related party transactions for the company have been around 10% of their revenues as well, and they have unsecured investments, debt investments to group companies to the tune of almost 117 crores. And finally, the raw material inflation for the company may impact their margins, as we've seen for a lot of the food companies over the last couple of years. In FY22, they did revenues of almost 1,611 odd crores with margins of around 7% and a net profit of 76 crores. The quarter gone by, they did profit of around 15 crores. So even if you assume that that run rate grows to around 25 to 30 odd crores, assuming 100 to 120 crores in terms of PAT for FY24, the company is valued at around 58 to 60 times FY24 earnings, elevated even by FMCG standards.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. I guess the company needs no introduction, right? Almost anyone and everyone has had bhujia, and Bikaji is a brand that's well known. We have the management here, Deepak Agarwal, the Managing Director, and Rishabh Jain, the CFO of the company, is with us. Gentlemen, thanks for being here with us in the studio. One thing that stands out, and as even Mangalam was pointing out, is that the revenue trajectory for the company over the past 3 years has been strong and consistent. I mean, the last 3 financial years, you've done on an average 22% growth. Yeah. Is this something that the company can sustain? And if yes, what would the growth triggers be?
Yeah, if you see the historically that we have what we have grown as on the CAGR rate, so same we are expecting for the next 4 to 5 years, and the kind of a product basket what we have is a huge one. Almost we have a more than 250 varieties, and we are in the categories of like sweets, namkeen, papad. And sweets and papad is not a forte for all the MNCs companies or other companies. It requires a special skill and experience and the legacy what we have. So we expect, and the unorganized market are very still very high. In sweet market, it's only 10% is only organized. So we are expecting a big revolution in next 10 to 15 years in the sweets market and as well in the savories market.
Okay, all right. Good to hear. You'll have grown quite well and you're quite confident about growth from here on as well. And I think with regard to that shift from unorganized to organized, it's been happening over the last few years, and the hope is that it continues. Yes. That will give us further headroom. But let's get to a couple of numbers. Last year, you did around 1,600 crores. Going by the SEBI regulations, you all can't give a forward number. But could you tell us what is the potential? I think you'll be functioning at around 35 to around 55% utilization levels across your divisions. Yeah. So at peak levels, what kind of a revenue can you all do?
So see, basically from revenue perspective, so we are into multi-category company. We are in bhujia, namkeen, papad, sweets, right? And this industry size is close to 1.5 lakh crore market. Right. And we are at close, last year we closed 600 crore rupees. 1%. So it's a big headroom going forward. It's a big, it's all about execution. And number 2, capacity utilization. So currently we are at 40-45%. And 18 months back, we have plant only in Bikaner, but in last 18 months, we came with plant across all part of India. Right. So like Rajasthan, Assam and Bihar, these 3 are our core market, where we are having leadership market position. Like in Rajasthan, we are having market share of 45% in ethnic snacks market. In Assam, we have market share of 58%. In Bihar, we have market share of 29%. So we have a very strong market leadership position across all 3 markets. And we started focusing on 4 states in North India, like UP, Delhi, Haryana, Punjab, and 2 states in South, like Karnataka and Telangana. So these 6 states we started focusing on. And utilization, so we came up plant across all parts. Of course, PLI, So we got PLI incentive scheme. We got a PLI close to 261 crore rupees, which government has backed us, and government want to make few players in India as a global player, and out of which they have chosen Bikaji Foods.
So Rishabh, just to take that point forward, if you're at 45% utilization levels, at peak you can do 3,500 crores. So is that a fair estimate?
We can comfortably, so in ethnic snacks, special snacks, we can comfortably do it at level with current capacity.
3,500 crores, or is it
very
more?
comfortably?
Very comfortably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you done those kind of numbers in the past?
So see, we currently, so in last 2 years we've done major expansion across all part of India. So we can comfortably do it 3.5, 4 type of asset turnover ratio. That's what it looks like.
What is, I mean, so you said you're expanding into other regions as well. Is there a geographical limitation, or there is no limitation? Because I mean, different parts of the sort of country have different sort of local preferences, etc. as well. Or is it, or your offerings differ from market to market, like in Assam, Rajasthan, as you said, in North India as well?
Actually, you know, in the product basket, if you can see that, then we have a South Indian range also. We have a, you know, Northeast range like Calcutta, Chanachur, or Jalmudi and all this. If you see, then we have a Indori mixtures, we have a Gujarati mixture. So we cover all kind of a, you know, regional taste as well. And to set up a factories like in Assam, Bihar, South India, Tumkur and UP, that gives us a, you know, benefit of a supply cost and logistic cost. And even in the Western snacks, you know, like in chips or even a light murmura and all this, it is, you know, very difficult to sell from our place from Bikaner to, because the logistic cost and supply cost will always, you know, makes higher.
Sure.
So that's why, you know, we have put up the deliveries and freshness will also continue if we, you know, put up the
Sure. So just one follow-up to the, you know, the 3,500 crore potential that you have. In this year, in FY24, what are we looking at in terms of revenues? Because I know you don't want to give a forward projection, but just if you go by the historic trend, right, of 20 to 24%, you could hit about 2,000 crores as well. Will you realize that 3,500 crores in this fiscal itself, next fiscal, what's the target?
So of course we cannot give projection, but yeah, in Q1 of this year, we're growing 25% growth over last quarter.
Okay.
Okay, so and this is the first Diwali where people have gone across all part post-COVID, and they've been free, and we have seen good demand in sweet segment, gifting segment, and we are seeing good growth in this year.
But how do you you know, compensate for the ad spends? Because I'm sure you're seeing a lot of competition from the likes of Haldirams, etc. Will your ad spends as a proportion to your sales go up in the quarters to come?
In last 2-3 years, we've done ad spend of close to 1.752%, right? And that's the number we have always parked on in our P&L, and we are one of the highest ad spend in our segment, in our sweet savory segment. Yeah.
Okay, all right. You know, two-part question then, and I think for your business, the distribution is more important, if not as important as the ad spends, because distribution, your reach is very, very important. So a couple of questions. Now, palm oil prices have cooled off.
Yeah.
You know, various input costs as well have cooled off. You're looking at scaling up.
Yes.
So you can't give us a number, but second half of the year, margins will improve in comparison to the first half. And also exports, well, we also want to enjoy the namkeen, but I think the export market as well has opened up. It's around 5% of your revenue. Where do you see that number headed to?
See, basically in first quarter, it was toughest for across all the food brand in India. So we had done a bit of close to 7.3, 7.4%, which was toughest actually, where edible oil was at 150 or 160 rupees a liter. And post first quarter, we have seen cooling off across all edible oil, key pulses or paper prices also cooled off, crude is also cooled off. So we are seeing good numbers in. We are coming in normalized EBITDA. That's what it looks like.
So normalized will be what, towards double digits? Will it be high single digits? On we are not getting a guidance from you. We are asking you what is the normalized number.
So yeah, of course, it's a double-digit type.
Double-digit type of, and export market from 5%. How much can it contribute?
See, so we also entered into new category, frozen plant. We entered into new category, frozen plant.
Okay.
So we have put up a plant of frozen. So it will come in next 1 year, and that's a special focus for us.
Apart from competition generally, there are different cuisines also now. I mean, 20 years, 25 years when you know, we were growing up, there wasn't that much choice. Now there is choice, right?
Yes.
I mean, there's a burger, there's a pizza, and there's of course Indian snacks, etc. as well. Do you have to cater to all of that? I mean, I'm seeing Western snacks, for example, is about 9% of your revenue mix.
Yeah.
Do you have to aggressively expand the portfolio to meet that competition, Deepak?
Yeah, like, we are also expanding into the Western snacks, but, the Western snacks category is also required some expertise. And nowadays, the extruded snacks is very much in the trend. And we always, make our products with the Indianized, taste and with Indianized ingredients. So the Western snacks will also take some part of this, but we don't foresee in our brand, too much, a bigger Western snacks market. But for sure, for double digit, it would be even in the Western snacks category.
Okay.
And as in distribution, I would like to highlight that, today we have almost all 2,000 distributors across India, and whether it is direct and indirect.
Okay, that's a lot. Just one concern about the unsecured debt investments of over 100 crores in group companies. It's a niggling worry for investors.
So, see, basically, we invested close to 100 crore rupees in Hanuman Agro Foods. Okay, that's a group company, and we issued CCD and CCPS. Okay, once it will get converted, it will become a 100% subsidiary of Bikaji Foods.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's investment which we have done.
So any more such investments that you have planned?
So yeah, that's the only investment, major investment which we have done. Other are very small investment, but major investment was Hanuman Agro. Once this will get converted, we'll get some approvals from local authority. It will become a subsidiary of Bikaji Foods.
Okay, gentlemen, all the best. But low-key, we are disappointed that you didn't get us any sweets here in the studio. I promise you, I was expecting at least one dabba of Kaju Katri or something, since all that talk about sweets.
Ma'am, we have brought it.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Were you kidding? So, I don't think you were kidding.
Some bhujia in the break, right?
Also one thing which I'd like to highlight. Yeah. So we got one of the best names in anchor investors. So you see, we came out with anchor list, and likes of GIC, Morgan, GSM, or likes of HDFC Pro, HDFC, ICICI, Tata, Edelweiss, all the big names in mutual funds.
Gentlemen, we tracked that last night. Once we'll put that release out, so we have got that number. We wish you all the best. But on listing, we're hoping that you'll join us yet again, and then we could discuss a few more numbers. The point on the revenues, otherwise it appeared it was trading at around 4.5 times. You'll come at around 4.5 times sales. But if I take that 3,500 crores,
FY22 number.
Then on a trailing basis. But going by the potential, it'll be around 2.5 times. Not cheap. But let's see how you'll do from here on. Thanks so much for joining and giving us all those details.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Bikaji Foods. All the best with your IPO. That's the latest IPO on the street and soon to be debutant. But the other stock that's really surging away right now is M&M Financial. They posted their earnings and also the business update for October. The Q2 disbursals are at a 16-quarter high, which is also translated into very good